Okay, good morning friends. This is Hitesh from Anup Kelkar's Python Academy. So today we will back with some another problem statement which is based on SQL in LeetCode. So for that, first we see what is the problem statement. As a problem statement number is 610 as a triangle judgment. Okay, so table definition is given to you as the name suggests. Name of the table is triangle and it consists of three columns x, y and z. Both the columns have their same type, that is integer as int, and in SQL x, y, z are the primary key. That means this is not going to null and it is unique. Okay, so each row of this table contain a length of 3 line segment. Okay, so basically three in triangle we have three sides and these are the three sides of this triangle which passing value as an integer, and we have to report that every three line segment whether they form triangle or not. Okay, so basically in this one we will using some basic concept which we are using in primary level, that is the sum of two side is always greater than the third one. So for that this logic we will use here. So first we will verify whether whatever the length we are passing as x, y, z, sum of any two side is always greater than the third one. Then and then only subsequently we will check all the three sides. Okay, if all the three sides sum of two side is always greater than third one, then we will say the yes, whatever length we are passing that will forming a triangle. Okay, so let's see. Okay, some example is also given to you. So first time 13, 15 and 30. Okay, they are passing these three sides. So first we will randomly check the sum of two side is always greater than first one. So 13, 15, sum of 13, 15 is 28. It is less than 30, so that means it is not forming a triangle. Okay, next we will pass to, then we will not move to the next sum of any two side next, because initially we didn't get the sum of two side is greater than third one, so there is no as such requirement to go on the next summation. So next again second input 10 plus 20 it is greater than 30, yeah. Then we will go y plus z, that is 20 plus 15 35, again it is greater than x. Then we will move to x plus z which compare with the y. X plus z is 25, it is greater than 20, that means this dimensions is going to form a triangle. Okay, so likewise we will get this type of output. So for that we have to write the query. Okay, so basically when there is a number of combinations are there, a number of possibilities are there, so where we will use case when syntax. Okay, so before moving to problem statement, let's see what is the case SQL case expression. So I am going through the W3 schools as a SQL section. The SQL case expression, the case expression goes to the condition. When the number of conditions, when your problem statement is based on number of conditions, so for that we will use SQL case expression. So basically we have to write a number of condition. If this condition is true, then we will to follow this result. Okay, so like in Python we will use if else, so like in SQL we will use case when condition. Okay, so basically case when condition is embedded into the select statement. Okay, so right, see, this is the condition. When this condition is going to true, this is the result. When this condition is going true, this is the result. When this condition is going to true, this is the result. Or else means if rest of the previous condition is going to false, then else will execute. Okay, and end statement is there, and we will pass this end statement as a quantity text, which is the column name which is going to print when you execute this query. Okay, so likewise we will follow case syntax in this query. So let's see. First of all we will select whatever number of whatever rows we have required. Okay, so for that we have required rows x, y and z. Okay, x, y, z. From which table? So we have to write the table name from triangle, and with sorry, and with semicolon. So now within the select statement we have to embedded case when syntax. So let's see how we will write. Give a one tab. Now first we will going to write keyword case. Inside the case we are going to write multiple conditions. Okay, so for that we will use when. So we will here check whether the sum of two sides is greater than next side or not. So for that we will use x plus y, which is greater than z, and why we are going to give and. If sum of all two side is always greater than third one, then and then only we will say yes, this dimensions are going to form a triangle, otherwise no. Okay, so first we will sum the two side, that is xy, which is greater than z. Next, y plus z, which is again greater than rest of the side, again. And now we will add x plus z, or z plus x, which is one and the same thing. Again it is greater than, if it is greater than y, then and then only then we will use then. If this condition is going to true, then we will print yes. Okay, so for that we will use yes, otherwise false. So for that we will use else no. Now we had written our condition, so it is necessary we have to, while you are written your condition, it is necessary now you have to end your case statement with the end keyword, with the as, to whatever name of the column you want to give. So I want to give the name of the column we are printing there no and yes, that is a triangle. Okay, so we had written the condition. So let me go through this condition. We want to get the three sides, so for that we had written xyz from the table triangle. Inside the select statement we will form case statement, where we will passing the condition with the help of when keyword, and we will here checking sum of any two side which is greater than third one. If subsequently all the two sides, sum of two side is greater than third another dimension, then and then only we can say that yes, that dimension is going to form a triangle, otherwise for else it is not form any triangle. If any two sum of two sides is less than another one, then it will going to print else part, that is no. And now we are written the condition, so for that we will use and with the case statement is and keyword, and where the column the name of the column is triangle, where it will going to print the result, that is either yes or no. Okay, so all this case statement or execution is going to form from a triangle table, and with a semicolon we had written. So let's see whether we will get expected output or not. So for that we will get here, click run. Yeah, our query is going to accept it. So we will form a necessary output as expected one. So they are passing 13, 15 and 10. So 13 plus 15, it is 28, which is less than 30. Now we will sum y plus z, that is 45. Again it is greater than 13. Now x plus z 43, again it is greater than 15, but sum x and sum of x and y which is less than 30, so it will fail this condition, that's why it is going to print no. That means from this dimension we are not going to form a triangle. Now move to next out input, x plus y, we will sum of the two side, if it is greater than third one, then it will going to form a triangle. 30, 10 plus 20, 30, it is greater than 50, yeah, it is correct one. 20 plus 15 35, it is greater than 10, yeah, it is correct one. 10 plus 15 25, it is greater than y, yeah, it is. That means sum of all two side is greater than the another side. All the three combinations are correct, that's why it is going to form a triangle. Okay, so we had completed this problem statement. So I think it is very easy, but you have to keep in mind while writing the case when syntax, you have to pass correct condition. Okay, so I think it is completed. If you have any doubt regarding this question, please comment us. Okay, and thank you. Have a nice day.